If you watched the Super Bowl last month, you may have noticed a handful of commercials on virtual worlds. As the big game tipped its hat to, 2022 will offer a glimpse into the future of the metaverse. Key themes we'll cover. Let's start with awareness. What is the metaverse? How brands are experimenting inside of it. And finally, major platforms to pay attention to that are starting to invest. Let's dive into the first theme. What is the metaverse? It's a digital experience with a few key characteristics. It's persistent, immersive, 3D, and virtual. And potential benefits are opportunities to play, work, connect, or make purchases. And below are a few examples of experiences within the metaverse, including virtual concert and Teams conference room. Something to consider is that brands are already in the metaverse. While 29% of internet users still don't understand what the metaverse is, 22% think brands should advertise in this space. What's cool here is the evolution of marketing from showing a message to really having the ability to create a fully immersive brand experience and engage with your consumers. And one example here is virtual products. Ralph Lauren is now offering virtual apparel, as you'll see on the slide. Another example is Vans, launching Vans World in Roblox to offer virtual clothing and footwear. Since launch last fall, Vans World has received over 50 million views and even features a virtual skate park to try out the new goods. And Vans World's a good example of both virtual products and a virtual storefront. Virtual stores will be important in a cookieless future as the data they'll generate will be highly valuable. So imagine having access to a Google Analytics style platform for customer behavior in a virtual store. In the future, it's likely advertisers will be able to see metrics such as time spent in each section, products considered, and products added to cart. Also keep an eye out for virtual stores in the future that will allow a customer to purchase real goods for delivery. So when you think of virtual storefronts and virtual products, think new revenue stream. And here's some examples of major platforms that are investing. Facebook rebranded as Meta and went on a hiring spree for metaverse projects. Microsoft is reimagining Teams and also acquiring video game giant Activision. Google is dedicating new resources to blockchain projects. Walmart intends to sell virtual goods and appears to be heading in the direction of creating a virtual storefront, which would be huge. I mentioned a few buzzwords, and I want to go a little deeper into these on the next slide. When you think of blockchain, think of it as the underlying technology that will enable a lot of the future of collaboration to happen. It's really a way of creating trust. Cryptocurrency is a secure digital currency built on the blockchain that can be transacted from peer to peer. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are examples of cryptocurrencies. NFT, think of it as similar to a property title, essentially a digital certificate saying you own a unique asset. Examples in the metaverse can include artwork, music, and clothing. And we have a CPG client already experimenting with artwork NFTs. Web3, previous versions of the web were based on static pages for information, and then that evolved more into social experiences. This new web is based around decentralization and bringing ownership back to the community. One example here is the idea of owning your own identity online to get the full value out of virtual worlds. Ideally, one will be able to create a universal identity that allows one to travel between these worlds, and tied to this identity will also likely be virtual wallets that enable consumers to decide how they want to share information while receiving monetary rewards, which is really exciting to think about. Let's revisit the key themes of this section and takeaways and opportunities. Awareness, 2022 will see consumer awareness grow. An early introduction to the metaverse for many will be Microsoft's Mesh for Teams. Brands are starting to explore. Keep an eye on virtual experiences, virtual storefronts, virtual goods, and NFTs, and consider whether there's a fit for your brand. Technology, Meta, Google, and Microsoft are all investing. One challenge of the metaverse will be interoperability between worlds, and it'll be really interesting to follow the solutions as more virtual worlds are introduced. Potential, as virtual worlds come online, brands should start trying, start experimenting, and not be afraid of failure. Those who try early will, one, gain valuable learnings, and two, position themselves for opportunities that have yet to even be imagined.